it's haul time. Hey everyone, it's Tom here from Reseller Gaming. I just wanted to do this haul video because I've been doing a load of live streams and I thought I'd mix it up a little bit, showing some of the pickups and gaming finds I've found the last week or so. Thanks everybody who's subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. I can't believe it. We're just dangling below 200 subs at the moment, which in a week is absolutely amazing. I really can't thank you enough. Some awesome comments. Some people in the live stream moderating, really appreciate it. So I'm going to try and carry on banging out the content as much as I can. But yeah, just got a bit of a haul video to show you some goodies that I found. Now, also posted sort of a glimpse into this over on the Tom the English Picker channel, but I'm going to go into it a bit more depth. So sit down, have a cup of tea, and I'll get into some of the juicy finds. Now, the first lot I got from a guy who I first met like last year at a car boot sale, and he rang me up saying, "Oh, I've got some gaming stuff. Are you interested?" I was like, "Yeah, definitely, yeah." And it was stuff that like of his kids. I think he's got quite a few kids, and other bits. And I did turn down some. He had some PS1 controllers, but the thumbsticks were knackered. The cables were chewed. He only wanted like £2 a pop, but there were just too much work to be done. He also had some PC stuff like the flight sticks, but like basic ones, and I was like, I can't be bothered with them and testing them. So I did turn down some. But some of the stuff I got was cool. Now the first, I'll break down roughly what I paid. There's some good and there's some bad. So yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to do some business with him in the future. Now, the first lot I got, which was really cool, was a DS bundle. Now I've got just your standard black DS. It's not bad condition. The screen's got a few little scuffs. Truth be told, I'll probably trade it in because the hinge feels a little bit iffy. And I've already got a nice condition one of these, so I don't really need it. Came with a third-party charger. Now I don't know if that affects its trading value or not too sure. But yeah, so that, and for this bundle I paid 25 quid. It came with like a, you know, like a wrong-sized stylus, but there you go. I'm sure I've got a black one kicking around. Again, I don't know if that matters in the trading. But it was the games, the reason why I got it for, because 25 quid, he was really firm on his prices. There wasn't any haggle room. I'll show you, okay, so quickly go through them. So we got, come on, focus. So we've got Zoo Tycoon, they're all loose discs. It came in a case, but the case was horrid. It smelled of smoke. Another reason this does smell slightly of smoke. So we've got Zoo Tycoon. So some titles, maybe bundled together. I suppose I could do a little bundle with the DS maybe. Got the Simpsons game. That's a fun game to play actually. I do like that. My Sims. Then we've got Rory the racing car. That looks a bit shovelware-y. We've got Disney Wizards of Waverly Place in a little carry thing. Then this is a good one, Animal Crossing Wild World. I've never really been into this, so it's just a shame they're loose because I can't trade them in. But you know, they're easy sellers on eBay because you just put them in like a large letter and they're away. Super easy. And you can also do a bundle as well. This one's a good one. I've got it already, but the classic Super Mario Bros. I haven't completed it yet though. I'm close, but then we've got My Pet Dolphin 2. So that's cool. Then we've got Littlest Pet Shop. I think this one's worth selling on its own. I think it goes for about 7 quid, something like that. Same with this one as well. Surprise Cooking Mama 3. I think that one goes for about 6 quid. I won't really sell them individually for less than a fiver on their own on the bay. I haven't looked this one up, but it might have some value. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. There was an R4 card in there, which has got a little 2GB micro SD. I haven't even looked what's on it, but I feel a bit dodgy selling these, so I'm not entirely sure if you can sell them. I've got a couple. I've got another one here as well, which came from another pickup. So I don't really know what to do with those. I kind of keep them, and I'll have a go on them and see if there's any games on there which I kind of fancy getting. The only problem with them I found is like they're unreliable, so you don't want to play through a game, get halfway through, and then lose it all. So I feel they're good for trying games that you've not played, like you don't want to invest in. Like for me, this next game I would never buy because it's not particularly my kind of game, but it's Mario Party DS. I've played on the one on the Wii as well. It's not really, I don't know. I don't mind like board games, but this has got some good value. I think that goes for about tenner. Then this one's cool. I'll probably keep this one. Sonic Colors. Again, I think that's about a tenner on its own, loose cart. I mean, I've only briefly looked up these, so I mean, my money's back. My money's back in just those three there. So, laughing. And then leaving the best to last, we've got Animal Crossing New Leaf. So that's cool. So I might do those as a bundle. Might do the two Animal Crossings together as a bit of a bundle because they're not my cup of tea at all. This one's a keeper because I've got this on an like an R4 card, but it's not an R4 card. It's like a hacked 3DS that I bought off Facebook once. So it's Super Mario 3D Land, which is cool. And then there was actually two Game Boy Advance cards in there. There's Crash, is that XS, but some prat has written on it in permanent marker. So, but still, I think that goes for about £8. And then this one's nice, Super Mario Advance, which I think is sort of in that £6 to £8 region, something like that. But I'll be keeping that one. Might move the Crash on, not too sure, but most of those I'll move on probably. Some of the Marios I'll keep. So yeah, great bundle for £25. So okay, so from this guy, I picked up, as I said, he got some controllers. So and also in with the cartridges, there was these as well, and I paid. Well, basically, he gave me these ones for free at the end. So there was some Leapfrog Leapster games. There's a loose one as well. I'll probably just do that as a bundle because that'll fit in a large letter. So yeah, I don't think there's a tremendous. You know, maybe I don't know. Might do like $8.99 with free postage. Obviously, I'm not into me Leapfrog Leapster. So, but I paid him £2 for this, which is Pilot Wings. Bit grubby, needs a clean down, but you can see there it's a bit manky. But that was pretty cool for £2. Okay, so there's some controllers and then some other bits that I got from him. He got some other 360 controllers, but they were cracked and had some issues. So, and I don't really need any at the moment. I know they've got good trading value, but he was asking a £5 a piece, which I don't think's far off the trading. And I just couldn't be bothered to replace the thumbsticks. But I got this one because I thought it was cool for my own collection. And I love the game. So for £5, Modern Warfare 3 on the 360 limited edition controller. So that's pretty cool. That'll go in my collection. I don't think I've got one of these. I've got one of the Lara Croft ones. But and then I picked up this. I paid up for this a little bit, and I don't know, in hindsight, maybe it's not so good, but I paid £20 for a spare Well, I feel a bit silly bearing in mind what I bought before, because basically I needed a spare Xbox One controller in case, on the rare circumstance, someone comes around and plays couch co-op, which this day and age is rare. Not because I haven't got any friends, but just because you just do it over online, you know. But anyway, it's this one. I can't trade it in because there's no serial number. I think it might have been reshelled or someone's picked it off or something. I need to order a battery cover, which is like a couple of quid. But £20, maybe I paid a bit too much for that. But yeah, that's that. And then what was cool was I picked up these. So for ages I've been like looking for a decent Xbox One controller as a spare, and in a week I've picked up 3. So I'll show you those in a bit. But from the same guy, the last thing I got some handhelds from him. Check this beauty out. Oh, look at its lovely yellowness. Isn't that sexy? The back's grey, missing the battery cover, but this front is gross. Now I know you can bleach them. I've never done it myself. Obviously it's missing this part, but that isn't a big issue. I've got some of these spare, but I might look at some of the videos where they bleach the casing because it works fine. There's no scuffs on this screen here, and it came with this. I'll tell you what I paid for them all at the end, which is Super Mario Land. Now this has got weird staining on it, just there and like all over there. So it's like, I don't know. It works. I don't know. Do these have batteries in? I don't know if it's something to do with that. I've not saved or tried anything like that with it, but anyway, it's a cracking game that is. So that is a good bundle to sell a game with that, and sometimes do it with Tetris as well. But I've got some of these spare screens. If you want to know about this and replacing the screens on these if they're ever scuffed, this front cover, head over to Tom the English Picker channel. There's a video on there where I show how to replace the Game Boy outer cover screens. I've not yet replaced one of the inner ones yet, but there you go. So there was that one. That was pretty cool. And then I got another one. So I've got two. Again, missing the screen. This time, unfortunately, there is a scuff on it, just about here somewhere. So it's not too bad, but it's annoying because you can't get rid of it. This is much more clean. Both sides are nice, and it's got the battery cover, which is cool. It was a bit dirty, but I've given it a wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol. Works fine. I'm just going to clean it up, put the thing on, then when I list it, I'll mention the little scuff with it, and it's just annoying. I mean, you know, maybe I can Frankenstein one to get a decent one together from them. Not sure. And then this one's a wounder. I'm gutted about this because he said, oh, you know, I bought these all untested. Basically, I paid £5 each for them, which I paid 15 quid for all of them. These work. That's great. And next time I'm going to take batteries with me because I picked up this, which is a Game Boy Pocket. Now, I love collecting Game Boy consoles, but I don't think I've got any Game Boy Pockets. I've got most of the Game Boy Colors. Again, this is missing the battery cover, but it doesn't work. Put batteries in, fresh batteries, and it flickers on the screen like a line comes across and then goes off. I've tried different games with it, but it just doesn't work. So I'm gutted. So I put it in my collection as a placeholder that I've got one, but obviously it doesn't work. So when I come around to getting one, I'll know that I need one. I will try and tinker with it, maybe clean the contacts. The contacts aren't that bad. So whether it's got wet somehow or there's a loose connection, I don't know, but I was gutted because I've got one of these. I've got my original one as well that I got back in the late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, doesn't work. So that's a chance you take when you buy things untested. And I don't think he was fobbing me off, because sometimes when people say it's untested, it is tested, it's just they know it doesn't work. So I'm always a bit wary, but I think this guy just either didn't know how to or couldn't be bothered. Now, there's only a couple left now. This was an odd one. I was in a charity shop and I've been after this for ages. And I saw that on the shelf, PS4. I was like, ooh, flipping heck, don't see that often. So I went up to it, and it's the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, which is really cool. So yeah, because I've sort of got this, but I've borrowed it off a mate, so I can give him his copy back, because he's been nagging me about it. Because I've done the first two games, but I've not done the third one, and I was wanting to play it maybe as like a let's play, and I'm not too sure yet. So it was really cool. I did pay a bit for it. I paid £8, but that's still cheaper than CEX and stuff like that. The only downside is the cover. The cover's knackered. So yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool. That sorts a problem. I can give Rob his game back and yeah, play the third one because the first two games are amazing. Love them. And also I've been playing through the one on the Vita as well. Something Golden Coins. That's really good. That's really good. I'd highly recommend that one. So yeah, £8. There you go. Okay. Now these last two were some. It's interesting. This one we were saying about the Xbox One controllers. Check out this. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to sell it. I bought an Xbox Elite controller, which is kind of a bit thing because I don't think my gaming skills warrant anything elite. So yeah, but I bought this. Don't know if I'm keeping it. I bought this of all places in Smith's toy shop, used like this, and I think it's a customer return. Basically, they got it at the shop counter, and they got it for $39.99, and I was like, God, that's good. But it said missing bits, so I was like, oh, let's have a look. And basically, what it's missing is it's missing the USB cable that goes to the thing, and it's missing one set of these things, these removable things. Now I thought they just came in there like that, and it didn't have any. So whether they're mistaken, it just came like that, I don't know. But a USB cable that's up here. I mean, a USB cable is a USB, micro USB to USB. I mean, that's like nothing. And to have it reduced by so much, I was like, I'm having that. £40, yeah, hell yeah. So I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to keep it or not. It seems a bit wasted on me, to be fair. But then you never know. I might suddenly have the manual dexterity. I don't know. £40 though. I mean, you know, I could sell it and make some money on that. So yeah. So this was after this. So this was today. So there you go. And then also today, I popped in on a semi-local pawn shop, and I check in there. It's all right. The thing about it is sometimes they have deals, sometimes they don't. It depends on who's pricing it. The guy who sort of runs the place doesn't really care so much on the pricing. He just wants to move inventory. And there's a younger guy there who seems to know about CEX trading prices, so I can always tell when he's pricing things. And he's pricing things more and more, which is a shame. So I'm definitely going to be... I mean, he's a sound guy, proper nice guy, but, you know, he knows his thing. So I did get some bits from there. I've spent quite a lot of money there in the past, but I think I'll not be spending much going forward because sadly they're just pricing it too high. So they're just going to have to wait for someone who's going to want to come in and pay up for it, and they're going to be sitting on that inventory, which is really sad to see. But I managed to sneak a few more deals in. Yeah, so I picked up this, which was World of Final Fantasy. The guy knocks me a few quid off, so I paid... It was about £14 or £15 for this in the deal, which was cool. So yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but my cousin-in-law, whatever relation that is, has been after it, so that'll be going over to him. So there you go. So perfect little gift there. I don't know what prices to go for. I think it's about 20 quid, something like that normally. So that's cool. But I picked up this. Now I paid up for this, but it's just so damn sexy. Check out that. I paid 40 quid for it, but it's just... Actually, I much prefer this over the Elite controller. This is a limited edition Xbox One controller. It's called something like Dark Shadow or something like that. Quite hard to find, really. So yeah, 40 quid. So I've gone from having no spare Xbox One controllers to having 3. Couldn't say no. So there you go. I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure I got all the prices right, but it's around that. So there you go. Oh, I didn't. I did say yeah, but I paid a £5 for this one. So yeah, that's it. That's what I picked up the last week or so. Probably going to move some of the stuff on. Some of it I'm keeping. I think my favourite find was the DS bundle. That was really nice. So yeah, happy days. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're not subscribed, if you can help us smash past that 200 subs mark, that'd be appreciated. So go down in near the description. Also, if you want to help and support this channel, there is a link in the description. If you click through that link, that just takes you to Amazon, and anything you buy from that point on, I get a small kickback from. It doesn't cost you anymore, and it helps support this channel and the making the videos. So if you do want to support the channel, please go to that link and click through there to help support us. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.